Yo, yo, yo. Oh, snap. I forgot. I got to put this up. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? It's your boy JS Wanna Supply. I started on today, right now. It is January 1, 2024. It's 6:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I was like, had a lot of text messages, DMs, conversations pertaining to, well, what are my plans for 2024? Or even some family members like, yo, how do you get things kicked off? Like, how do you get started? I even got a conversation with my mom about, she's like, well, what are you doing? You in the house? You not coming out? You didn't go out last night? And I'm, to be honest with you, at this age and at this point in my life with so many things going on, I felt like it is super important for me to start off 2024 completely focused and connected to everything that I want to do. And I want to make sure that I don't miss out on important things, that I don't ignore something that is important to me, or miss an opportunity to, take things to another level. So I'm like, yo, why don't I just do a quick video? We're not going to be here all day. Look, lock in with me. And I'm going to show you some simple steps, because some people just don't know. A lot of people just be like, I don't know how to kick the year off or what I should do. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's do this. Let me tell you exactly how I personally go about putting together my intentions for the year. Putting together, I'm trying not to use the word goals. I'm trying not to use the words like dreams. It's like, no, to-do list. This is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to get done. This is not a discussion or a dream, or maybe it's like, what are we doing 2024? You need to be doing the same thing. You should not use words that put you off the hook on what you should be doing. You know what you need to be doing. You know how you need to be taking it to the next level. So put yourself on the hook. Say this is on the to-do list. If you're not a to-do list person, I promise you it will not hurt you to create a to-do list. I have multiple to-do lists. I have to-do lists with to-do lists inside of them, as you will see in some of the stuff that's coming up. So why do I have a to-do list? Because life comes at me 1,000 different miles an hour. Not just necessarily bad things, but good things. Opportunities come. I feel like a lot of times we don't think about how one opportunity could derail us to go in a different direction. So say if somebody would throw something at me tomorrow and say, hey man, I got this opportunity for you to blah. But if it really takes me away from what I'm set to do for myself that year, is it necessarily a good thing? Like, they say all money isn't good money. They say, every opportunity isn't necessarily for you, even though it might be a good opportunity. So why not put down on paper, what are those things that you have to get done, the things that you want to do? And how does every opportunity or every day in that year going to help you get to those goals, get those things accomplished? Shoot, you might even be able to knock a bunch of stuff out early and then enjoy. Some people can be really, really good at this. And I guarantee you can be good at this. Only thing you've got to do is today. Don't waste time just getting drunk. I had my black eyed peas this morning. Last night I took it easy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit ahead of y'all because I spent Saturday and Sunday cleaning. I wanted to make sure my house was clean, my apartment was clean, my studio was clean, organization, anything I didn't need, I got rid of it, throw stuff out. Why? Because I like to start my year out clean and organized. So when I sit down and I'm making plans, I can clearly see what all my resources are, everything that I have at my disposal, so that I can put all of those resources and all of those things into action to accomplish what my goals are. So let me throw you a couple of things on the screen so you can see, how I'm moving right now. So all right. So this is me. All right. These are the personal goals that these are the personal to-dos that I have for myself in 2024. I'm being honest. Hey, I'm getting older. Not saying that my metabolism was never good in the first place, and it's gotten worse. So dieting, working out, making sure that I am putting my health as a priority, definitely a must. And notice how I'm not saying join the gym, or, because you can join the gym, but then you're not going to be consistent with it. So like my thing is, all right, if I want to lose weight, I'm not going to say lose weight. I'm going to say diet. I need to be focused on my diet, what I'm putting in my body. Working out. I actually have some YouTube, because this is another problem people have. They'll keep creating obstacles for themselves. Oh, I gotta work out, but I don't have a personal trainer, or I don't know what to do. Guess what? I know I'm big, and I know I need something that I can do by myself, early in the morning, because I may not have time to go to the gym. I may not have the money to go to the gym, but I have internet and I have a television and I have YouTube. And guess what YouTube has? Workouts. They have workouts that you can watch and then you can mimic. And they have them for different levels. They have 5-minute workouts. They have 10-minute workouts. They have 20 and 30-minute workouts that don't require dumbbells. It doesn't require, you just need to make some space in your own, wherever you stay, and then you can work out. So that solves the problem, because at the end of the day, it's about committing yourself to action, committing yourself to getting up, whatever days that you designate for yourself, and you do it. And guess what? Once you've built that habit up, you might want to be ready to, hey, I want to take it from this little 10-minute workout to the 20. And then, hey, I might want to take this to the gym at that point, because you might want more detailed results. But the most important thing is getting into the action. Next thing, walking 10,000 steps per day. As much as people try to make jokes about this, this is very, very serious. You taking the time to take steps can help you move further. You'd be surprised how many steps you don't take in a day. Shoot, I was thinking I was doing 10,000 steps at a certain point when I wasn't working, doing construction, but I was barely, some days I was barely doing 1,500 steps. And it's just like, man, like you start making you realize how much you need to get out there and you need to be moving. Once again, those 10,000 steps. So a lot of y'all got those Apple watches, and you got the Samsung watches and all this other stuff, but y'all not using those features, man. Get out there and use them features, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have it, if you don't have the watch, you can do it on your phone. So like, no excuses. Whether you have an iPhone or if you have an Android, they have a health app that's free that'll help count the steps for you. So let's not even do that. Let's not do that. Personal time for reading and reflection. Last year, I made it an important step for myself to read a couple of books. So I got like maybe 2 books done last year. And I'm like, even though I'm proud of myself, but I feel like it is so important that I continue to read and I continue to take in new information, whether it be for entertainment or it be for education. So also taking time to reflect, meaning that I don't want my days to be so jam-packed with stuff where I'm one thing after another, that I don't have time to relax, that I don't have time to look back. I don't have time to, make sure I'm being accountable for my actions. I feel like I see a lot of people that's all they do from the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. They just running. And then like they collapse in the bed and they get up the next day. And then, those people where every time you sit and talk to them, they always talking about, oh man, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. And I always got these things. You be like, man, how is it that you can't get stuff done? You got, I got the same 24 hours you got. But those are the people that are not organized, that are not taking time to reflect. They're not being able to look back on their day, look back on their time, and do an assessment of what is working and what is not working. You need to have reflection time so that you can hold yourself accountable and say, hey, I've been wasting too much time sleeping. I've been wasting too much time eating. I've been wasting too much time on the phone. I've been wasting too much time watching YouTube videos. I've been wasting too much time on social media. So maybe instead of waking up in the morning, sitting in the bed for an hour on Instagram, maybe I need to get up in the morning and do my workout. I need to get up in the morning and cook my breakfast. Maybe I need to get up in the morning and make my phone calls, like whatever it is, so that you can be on track to accomplish whatever your goals are. Next thing, education. Then now, mind you, I'm not telling you have to do these things. Let me be way so serious and I'm not telling you guys to do what I'm doing. I'm showing you what I have put together for myself for 2024. So please take that into account. I'm only giving you what I'm doing as an example, so you have something to look at. All right. You might not need to focus on health. You might work out every day. You might read 1,000,000 books. I don't know. But these are the things that I have put in place for my personal self. So let's move on. All right. The next thing is education. Reading one book per month. There we go. Getting back to what I was saying in the last one. That personal time, that reading and reflection. Get at least one certification this year. So let me kind of break that down. I have always kind of had the yearning to go back to college, but because of some of the business things that I have put in place, and I'll show you guys in a few, some things that I want to do. I'm not gonna have time this year to like re-engage in college because of my business schedule, but I was like, you know what, I need to do something for myself. So I was thinking about getting certified. So people were like, certified in what exactly? I had no idea myself. I was only thinking of some things that I think would be cool. So I'm hearing that I can do a real estate license in less than 6 months, so I'm considering that. I'm also thinking about like life coaching. There's a certification course for that. I was thinking about becoming a life coach. And then there are some websites that will teach you things like photography editing, photography, video editing, different stuff like that. Even though I am very, very good at this point, video editing, I could always use some more education. So I'm thinking maybe I might sign up for a website or two and take some courses so that I can learn some different skills, you know what I mean? So that way I can, once again, I'm keeping my brain going. I'm keeping learning. I'm to me, it's about self-improvement, self-help, becoming the better version of myself. I keep trying to tell people, I tell my friends this all of the time. You want to become the best version of yourself. The best version of yourself is educated. The best version of yourself is healthy. The best version of yourself is positive. The best version of yourself is capable in any situation to add positively to other people's lives, to add positively to your life, to enjoy your life, in my opinion. So this is a part of my journey. Getting a certification, which is also a part of taking some online courses. Those are things that I really wanted to do. Maybe, and when I say online course, I was really referring to maybe taking some college courses, which it depends on the amount of responsibility I'll have. I may not have time for it, but I'm gonna at least look into it. All right. Generate income. I do courses. Everybody, if you don't know, every week I do online classes for how to start your own platform. So generating income, I definitely need to put more money into the Google ads, put more money into the social media ads to promote the classes. I have a new book that's dropping coming up in a couple of weeks. So like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely going to sell a book. And even though I have a full-time job and even though I do VVC Life, I really want to pick up another gig so I can just, make some more money. Like, in this point in my life, I want to be able to travel a little bit more. I want to be able to enjoy my life. And, the best way to do it is you need some bread. So like, that's what I'm about to do. Just being honest with you guys. You know what I mean? Nothing, being 100% transparent. All right. Focus on my appearance. There you go. Once again, all of this stuff is self-improvement. Regular haircuts, to be honest with you, I don't get haircuts on the regular. I might do it once a month, sometimes every other month. Sometimes, there'll be times when I'll be getting it every 2 weeks. But when it's grind time for me, that's not really something I'm focused on. I've got some dope colognes now, but I definitely want to get deeper into some new smells, some new fragrances as far as colognes. I don't own any slacks, which is crazy. I mean, I do own slacks that are part of like suits, but I don't have like individual slacks. So I think a part of my style for 2024 on some grown man is like, I wanted to get some slacks and some dressy casual shirts, some button downs, maybe some fly stuff. And then lastly, save more aggressively and keep your word to yourself. I've been saying for the last 3 or 4 years that I wanted to start doing New Year's in different countries. Jamaica was my first stop. It is what it is. So anyway, now that you guys are seeing, this is the prime example of what I'm talking about. Taking the time to notice how the things that I'm putting on a list are not based around, I want to get a girlfriend, or I want to get married, or I want people to like me, or whatever. Nah, man, forget all that stuff. Like, I'm not saying that those elements aren't important or not, and I'm not saying they're not important to me. However, what I've learned in my life is as I become better as a person, better people come to me. Better women, I attract better women. You know, the more mentally healthy I am, the more physically healthy I am, the more educated I am. I am able to engage in women of different levels and different statures. To me, that's what's important. So, you know, instead of me, you know, blaming the world for, you know, why I'm not don't have something, I'm focusing on myself. Do what I have to do to become a better person. To, you know, when that great woman comes around, I can be in the best space possible to engage with that person. Same thing with it. If I want to get better jobs, or if I want to generate more money, I need more education. I need to be able to have certain things. So the biggest thing is, and getting out into the world and connecting with people and networking. The more education I have, the certifications, when I meet people, I can connect and offer more to the world. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the business to-do list. So this is a lot of I'm giving y'all some secret sauce right now. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna give y'all some secret sauce. So once again, I'm going now. That was my personal list. Now this is a list for my business. All right, let's keep it simple. Once again, we're not doing nothing complicated. We keeping it simple. Notice how I don't have 20 things on here, and all of this stuff will not happen at the same time. And let me be a little bit more clear, because I have a team of 8 people that work with VVC Life, and we all take on different tasks. We are all doing different things in different departments. So when you see this list, let us not think that JS1 is doing this list by himself. Even though JS1 could probably do all of this stuff by himself, because I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I have spent many years creating on my own and making a lot of things happen. Not necessarily, and I would never say on my own, because I've always had friends, I've always had supporters, I've always had cohorts, co-workers, whatever, team members, people that was down with me that have helped me execute things. So I have an immense amount of experience putting things together. So with that being said, let us be respectful. Event life, VVC Life, excuse me. I want to do a festival this year. I want to shoot and release a web series. I want to release 3 magazines. Consistent live streams like we have been doing. I want to showcase more indie artists on our website. And I want to shoot and release this reality show we've been working on called Indie Life. So let me take this off the screen. Y'all done eyeballed my business ideas enough. But like, these are just things that we're doing. Now, mind you, there is a way more in each one of those line items already has a document unto itself with all the details. Like I call it a data dump, meaning that certain days, and I don't necessarily do this every day, and everything didn't just happen today. A lot of these ideas I've been cultivating, like the web series, I've been cultivating that for 5 years. So it's been like ideas, putting down on paper. Then the festival is something we've been talking about for about 2 or 3 years. We've been putting stuff down on paper. I've been having meetings, and we've been talking to people and trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out. Same thing with everything else. So today, on New Year's Day, it's, hey, let me take this stuff that I've been putting together. Let's start putting release dates on it. Let's start putting time frames on it. And then let's start. If I say, all right, I want the festival to be August the 3rd, cool. What does that mean? That means that every month from now until, the launch time, I need to be getting progress. I need to be making things happen. We're going to do the reality show at this time, then I need to make this happen, that happen. We need to start pulling together all of the elements. So at the end of the day, January 1, 2024, how you can make the best year possible, man. Get organized up here and put that stuff down on paper. Google Docs is free. If you don't have a Gmail account, get you a Gmail account or whatever. iPhone might have an iPhone pad, or I don't know. I don't use iPhone products, but if anybody It's easy. It's free to start a Gmail account. And in Gmail, there are a suite of different products from Google Documents, which is like Microsoft Word for free. You've got Google Drive is a great way to store your documents and the video audio files. You got, any number. You have Google Sites, which is free websites. Like, we all try to put these barriers on ourselves to making progress. I gotta get this money so I can have a website, or I gotta. It's like, you don't need none of that. You don't need no money. If you want to get organized and get your life moving, you don't need a penny. You need a laptop or access to a desktop. Which, if you don't have a laptop, go to a library. If you don't, if you got a smart, if you watching this some kind of way. So if you watching this, you can do it on your phone. Start typing stuff up. Hold yourself accountable. Put dates on it. Don't just be on a diet. Nah, like, be on a diet. Start this date. I want to do, I'm on my diet Monday through Friday. My cheat day is Saturday, or my cheat day is Sunday. And then, all right, my workout Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know what I'm saying? I walk Monday through Friday. Like, have your dates. Keep yourself on track. Hold yourself responsible. Here's another important part. Have review times. So your workout every month, you should, start the month out on a scale, end the month on a scale. So that means January 1, we weigh ourselves in. February 1, we weigh ourselves again. All right, based on what I did in that first month, this is how much weight I lost. So that way you can start thinking, shoot, if I do a little bit more, hey, maybe if you stuck to your word to yourself and you did your workouts, you did your diet, you did your things, and these results came, you might think, hey, I might need to double up on the steps. I might want to increase the workout, and the more I do, the more, weight I can lose. So that way, whatever your target goal is, you can get to it. I mean, I'm telling you, this is probably the same thing people have told you when you signed up for that gym for the 15th time. And every time they walk you through to tell you that, they say the same stuff. Guess what? It's the same thing, whether I'm doing gyms or whether I'm doing events, whether I'm running a podcast network, whether I'm trying to release a book, whether I'm trying to do anything. I have to put myself on a schedule. I have to hold myself to the schedule, and I have to get this stuff done. Get it done and off your plate. I look at it like, don't the ideas annoy you enough in your head? Don't you get, frantic and upset with yourself because year in and year out, you was talking about doing something and you didn't do it? So what are we doing? It's 2024. Get it done. You wanted to open up a hot dog stand. Well, all right, go Google it. Look it up on YouTube. Go to Craigslist. Start moving. Don't stand still. Whether you have money or you don't have money. Money is not the issue. You not making moves is the issue. If you don't have the money, well, find people that are in the industry and see if you can collaborate. Find somebody that got a hot dog stand where you live and talk to them and have a conversation with them and see if, hey, man, would you allow me to, can I work the hot dog stand for you? Generate some money over here. Can we work on it? Well, are there any days you don't want to work and I could cover for you? Is there any kind of deal we can work out where I can make some money or we split the bread? I'm quite sure there's somebody, like, let me tell you something. Somebody spend money on a cart or a truck or a building. They ain't trying to be there 7 days a week. I guarantee you, but they do want to make money 7 days a week. So if you find a way where you can come in and help and be an honest, reliable person, man, who's to say you can't get in? And guess why I think that's important? You don't know how to run a hot dog business. So why dump a bunch of money and you don't know? So why not go work for somebody that has a hot dog stand? And please, people, don't go off. If you so crazy that you flipping up because I'm saying a hot dog stand, this is just an analogy for anything else in your existence. If there's a way you can step into somebody's situation, learn how they do it, figure out the good and the bad, figure out what works for you. When it's time for you to step out on your own, you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you don't have questions. You're not taking, it's honestly not even a risk anymore. At that point, you're only trying to find the right location, the right products, the right things that you need for yourself, and you get started. And you've got a mentor at that point, somebody that you've built a relationship with, that you've proven that you can be trusted, y'all can continue to work together. Somebody you can call in the middle of the night and say, You know, oh man, the wheel went down and how do I fix that? Or like, oh man, my hot dogs, you know, something like, you know, I don't know if people buying it, but they're not coming back. Well, how do I do that? I'm quite sure there's a million different questions, small stuff that you think you know everything when it comes down to it. Let me tell you something. Anybody starting any business, I don't give a fuck. If you've never been in that business before and you haven't spent a considerable amount of time, and when I say considerable, I ain't talking about 2-3 weeks. I'm talking about if you ain't spent a year, 2, 5, 6, 10 years doing something, there's going to be a bunch of stuff you don't know. And I don't care if you've been in that business 20 years, there's always something new that you don't know. Because guess what? The entire world changes within 20 years. 20 years ago, we didn't have smartphones. 20 years ago, we didn't have the internet the way we have it now. 20 years ago, we didn't have live streaming. 20 years ago, we didn't have iPhones. 20 years ago, we didn't have YouTube. 20 years ago, you understand what I'm saying? So how the world changes affects how you conduct business. So once again, I appreciate you for pressing play. I hope this helps you in some kind of way. I hope this motivates you to get moving. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. Let's make something happen for 2024. Let's make something happen that's important. And let's touch people in a positive way. And let's also think about this. As you are trying to improve your life, improve somebody else's. As you are pouring into yourself, pour into somebody else without expectation of return. Don't do everything just because somebody gonna give some money or become your little personal whoever. Sometimes people need help. Sometimes people don't even know how to give it back. So help somebody because you just want to see people do better. Let's do something different in 2024. Let's be a more positive support and help to somebody else. As we are developing ourselves, let us develop other people. And let us make that a part of our existence, to pick other people up as we are picking ourselves up. With that being said, I hope y'all have a wonderful 2024. And don't forget, if you want to, if this was helpful to you, join us on our VVC Life channel. Subscribe. You can join our Patreon if you want to support what I've just, if you want to continue having me do videos like this, drop a comment in the comment section. If you want more content, join us on Patreon, support us. Shoot, we start as low as $5 a month. And we hope to see you guys soon. Holla at you later. Peace.